Hello guys, in this video let's discuss about the pharmaceutical engineering, very important questions of 5 marks, 10 marks, and you refer only these question papers only for the important questions. From these questions only I am going to tell you important one. You read this, definitely you will pass in your examination. Although if you are planning to score distinction marks in the pharmaceutical engineering, then definitely you will. Clear? What question papers I am telling you solve that one, it's enough. First you come across here 2019 question paper. See, derive Bernoulli's equation stating the assumptions. Bernoulli's equation, very important one, go through that Bernoulli's equation. Then how does film evaporator function? Elaborate answer with a neat sketch of a climbing film evaporator. Okay, and list the merits and demerits of that evaporator. Very simple. Film evaporator function, you have to write that, and a neat label diagram of climbing evaporator. Next, construction and operational details of the freeze dryer. Means here you have to write what is this freeze dryer, then you have to go for working, construction, principle, advantages, disadvantages. This is enough. And mechanism of action, means that only, construction. Working is known as a mechanism of action. Next, from 10 marks they will ask the question, define, means describe construction, working, advantages, disadvantages of fluid energy mill, very important one. Then theory of drying, giving more emphasis on the rate of drying. Theory of drying, it is also one of the very important question asked many times in your exam. Then you go for the principle of a noise mill also known as a ball mill. Clear? Ball mill, noise mill, you have to remember principle here. Construction, for all in engineering you have to remember definition of that particular equipment, construction, principle. Then you have to go for working and advantages and disadvantages. This is the very important role. Then next question you go for the write the theory of a solid mixing, explain the principal, construction and working of planetary mixer, very important one, planetary mixer. Then derive an equation for heat transfer by conduction through a metal wall, compare and contrast heat transmission following counter current and parallel current feed techniques with relevant equations. Just you have to write here the mechanism of the heat transfers, how the heat transferred from one place to another place. Okay, now for an example, if we heat the pan, means and how that pan gets heated because of the transfer of the heat from one molecule to another molecule. This all process you have to write. Next, let's go for the 2022 question paper. Here see, 10 marks, ball mill, very important one, ball mill. Then you have to go for the flash distillation. Then drying, that's only the theory of drying with respect to rate relationship. Theory of drying with respect to rate relationship. You write these questions, what I am telling you, write down those questions. Next paper you go here, that November 2022. Okay, see, in mixing they have asked the question, define mixing, what is the importance of mixing in pharmacy, and they have told you write the name the mixers used for the semi solids and explain the construction working of anyone. Simple mixing, many devices are there. Planetary mixer, it is one of the very good example. Then sigma blade mixer, or you can take ribbon blade mixer, you can take. What is evaporator, how is different from drying and distillation, discuss the various factors affecting evaporation rate. Clear? Then theory of a steam distillation, simple one, you have to write the steam distillation, you have to write some of the principal, construction, working, advantages and disadvantages. This we cover the 10 marks. And now let's look out the for 5 mark. For 5 mark, explain the working of rotameter, very important one. Then planetary mixer, they will ask sometimes in 5 marks, but majorly they will ask in 10 mark. Then climbing film evaporator, we already discussed in 10 mark, although they will ask in 5 mark, no problem. Then modes of heat flow, yeah. Then dryers, working of tray dryers, spray dryers, from these two one is fixed. Then come here for 7th question, super centrifuge. Okay, super centrifuge, it is also very important. Then you come for 8th question, what are the sources of pollution in the pharmaceutical industry? Many different sources of pollutions are there. Now what are those, you have to write. And remedy, you have to write the measures, how to control it, that is also very important. Then define and classify corrosion and prevention methods, very important question, many times they ask corrosion and preventive measures. Next to go for 2021 5 mark, Here you see principle and working of a Venturi meter, very important. Back filters, then Fourier's law you have to remember, three laws: construction and working of steam jack regulator, kettle, silvers and emulsifier, leaf filter, basket centrifuge, super or basket. From these two, one is fixed. And define, classify corrosion, classify the materials of plant construction, explain the uses of non-ferrous metals. Ferrous metals and non-ferrous metal, they will ask non-ferrous metals. Sometimes they will ask write the uses of the ferrous metals. Okay, then why plastics are used in the construction, plant construction. They just here classify materials of plant construction, which materials we are using for the construction of the plant. These are the 5 marks. Now next some of the 2019 and 20 questions, let's discuss those. You go for question paper 2019, very important question paper for your engineering. Construction working of hammer mill, yes, very important. Then various grades of official pharmacopoeia powder, that is there. Sometimes they will ask for 2 marks. Explain construction working of you go for here the steam distillation, yes. Construction working of a sigma blade mixer, 1. Then factors influencing filtration and evaporation. From these both two, one is fixed for your exam. Describe construction working of the centrifuge, yes, see, super centrifuge, centrifuges are same. Then describe steel as a material of the plant construction. Measure to check the problems of the corrosion. How can you check the corrosion? Are you getting what I am telling? Next 2019, one more some question papers are there. Working back filters, this is very important. And you go for the filter, which one, that meta filter also very important. Then filter relief, okay, filter relief also very important. Then here you go for the perforated basket centrifuge, both centrifuge and perforated basket centrifuge. From these you can write anyone. Next you go for the planetary mixer, we already discussed. Yes, you practice these questions, these are enough for your B Pharmacy Pharmaceutical Engineering exam. 2 marks questions you refer from the question paper 2020, 2019, then go for the 2020, 21, 2022. From these only you collect the 2 marks questions and write down those questions with answer. You will get the answer, you Google it, you can get easily the answers. Got it? Yes, from today you start the preparation. Hardly in 15 days you can finish this pharmaceutical engineering whole topic, whole subject with the important question. First you prepare the notes. Notes are very important, handwritten notes you have to prepare. Then only you can read for the examination. Without preparing notes by yourself, it is very difficult. Yes, thank you.